why you shouldn't take women too serious. And the reason why you shouldn't take women too serious is because as a man, it makes you get in your feelings. You become more emotional. You know, you start to think with your emotions instead of using logic when you start to take women too serious. And it causes you to do things that, you know, sometimes you wouldn't normally do. Another reason why you shouldn't take women too serious is because you will start chasing after women. Yeah. And you don't want to do this because you're going to waste a lot of time. You're going to waste a lot of money. And you're going to waste a lot of energy. So it causes you to, you know, get off your purpose. This is why you shouldn't take women too serious. Because a lot of times when guys take women too serious, they energy just shift. Their focus just shift. And they start, you know, trying to get a woman, trying to please a woman. Chasing after women that don't even like them. And it causes you to be unfocused on yourself, your own life, trying to better yourself as a man. Another reason why you shouldn't take women too serious is because women, they're not as loyal as you think they are. They're not. You know, women leave relationships way more than men. So you might be in a relationship thinking that, oh yeah, this is my girl. You know, this is my woman. No, bro. You don't own her. You don't own no woman. I know a lot of you guys have thought about that. I've said that. And then that female left you. This is why you shouldn't take women too serious. Another reason why you shouldn't take women too serious is because it can cause damage to you. It can cause mental pain when she leaves you in a relationship. This is why you shouldn't take women too serious in a relationship, especially. You shouldn't take a woman too serious because their emotions are always changing. Their emotions are always changing. You know, they're focusing on you, and then they might be focused on another guy. That's on their social media the next day. And they might start acting a certain way towards you because they can't get that guy on their social media. Guys, you should never take women too serious. I mean, it is not worth it. A lot of guys have, you know, beaten men, got into fights over women because they took women too serious. You know, fighting over females. And that don't make no sense at all. Men should not be fighting over women. You know, because they for everybody. They're for the streets. One year or a couple of months she might be with you. The next couple of weeks or, you know, couple of months or a couple of years she might be with someone else. Women are always want to try new men out. This is why you shouldn't take women too serious. Another reason why you shouldn't take women too serious is because, guys, they were never meant to be taken serious. You know, when you in the moment, you have fun with women, you know, but you never get in your feelings with them. You just see them as passing buses. They only, you know, chilling with you just for the moment. You should never ever take women too serious because, you know, once you get in your feelings about that woman and she's not doing what you want her to do, you start getting all bent up out of shape. You know, you start getting mad. You know, it changes your mood, your disposition when you take women too serious. Guys, never take women too serious. Another reason why you shouldn't take women too serious is because women, their love is conditional. It is not unconditional. It's based off of, what you can do for them. Whether if you can smash them real good or, or they want you to just pay for stuff. But once you stop doing that, stop supplying a woman's narcissism, she's gone. This is why you should never take a woman too serious. Because you never really, really got a woman. You don't really have them. Like you think you got them. They're not really loyal like they want you to think that they are. This is why you should never take women too serious. Another reason why you shouldn't take women too serious is because a lot of you guys, you get your hopes up. You go on a couple of dates, with this woman, with different women or a woman, and then you start paying. Then all of a sudden, she just ghosts you out of nowhere. This is why you should never take women too serious. And you start to get in your feelings with her. And then when she ghosts you, you just got all mad and angry. This is why you should never take women too serious. Women they like to play games. This is why you shouldn't take women too serious either. They like to play mind games. They like to manipulate. And if they can't manipulate you or, get you to supply their narcissism, they monkey branch on to the next guy. Guys, you should never take a woman too serious. Another reason why you shouldn't take a woman too serious is because, you could be focusing on your purpose. Trying to finish up that project that you need to do for school. And all of a sudden, if you're taking a woman too serious, she can get you unfocused. And you can get yourself unfocused by, this beautiful woman, she giving you attention and stuff like that. That woman, you can get yourself off course because you're taking her too serious. You can focus on the wrong things by taking a woman too serious. And that's women. When you should have been, doing that project, finishing up that project. You should have been done with that project that you have for school. But you decide to put it down just because of a female. Just because you're taking her too serious. And she just playing mind games with you, just use you for attention. Another reason why you shouldn't take women too serious is because a woman would try to lead you on. Yeah, she'll have you thinking that, she really likes you. She's flirting with you. But she's only using you for attention. And once you stop providing, that attention that she wants, or letting her use you for dates and different stuff like this, she's gone. She's gone. You should never take a woman too serious. Because women, their emotions is always everywhere. Their minds is always everywhere. A woman's not going to be by your side. She'll be by your side, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and then she'll leave. This is why you shouldn't take women too serious. Another reason why you shouldn't take women too serious is because it'll have you doing things that you wouldn't normally do. It'll have you allowing her to manipulate you. You'll end up doing what she says. Yeah, you'll end up following her lead. Because you're taking her too serious. You're afraid to lose her. Guys, you should never take a woman too serious. Women, they come and they go. They're not at your best interests. They're not. Because they're very bipolar. They might be hyped up to see you, one day, and then the next day, she's just acting, super distant and acting funny. This is how women are. This is why you should never take a woman too serious. Because, you know, you can get your hope, they'll try to get your hopes up, thinking that, you know, she really wants something serious with you. And then all of a sudden, she just start playing games. You know, start texting you a little slower. Start, you know, denying dates. Start flaking on dates. This is why you should never take a woman too serious. Another reason why you shouldn't take a woman too serious is because you're going to end up doing all the investing. You're going to end up doing all the investing if you take a woman too serious. Trust me. Especially if she looks real good. And you know that. You're supposed to be investing in yourself. You're supposed to take yourself serious. You're supposed to take your career serious. You're supposed to take your purpose serious. But don't ever, ever take a woman too serious. Hope you guys got something out of this video, man. Take your purpose too serious. You know, take your life serious, but not too serious. You know what I'm saying? Have fun. But don't allow these women to you know, don't let yourself be manipulated by these women and deceived by these women. Because they just only want to reap the benefits. And then once they realize that you stop supplying their narcissism, they're gone out your life. This is why you should never take a woman too serious. It's because when you start taking a woman too serious, that's when she stopped taking you too serious. That's when she stopped taking you too serious. That's when she starts to pull back. You know what I'm saying? Unless you know, do all the investing. The more you take a woman serious, the more you take a woman too serious, the more you're going to start investing. And the more she pulls back, and the less she invests in you. And the more she tries to manipulate you. Guys, this is why you should never take a woman too serious. It's because you can get manipulated by doing this. You guys got to understand that chest pains can come from taking a woman too serious. High blood pressure can come from taking a woman too serious. A hurt back can come from taking a woman too serious. You be trying to do something, lift something too heavy to try to impress her. And the next thing you know, the next day your back aching. So, mental pain can come from taking a woman too serious. Heartbreaks can come from taking a woman too serious. Hope you guys got something out the video. It's Coleman.